They banned my TV dish. So I built a 40-foot radio tower. The letter was taped to my front door. It demanded removal of my small satellite dish within 48 hours. It cited HOA rules with bold warnings and fines. I measured the dish again, just to be sure. It was smaller than their allowed limit. That detail didn't matter to them. I pulled up federal communication guidelines that same night. I read every line twice, then printed the full statute. One clause changed everything for me. They had no authority over licensed radio structures. I applied for an amateur radio license the next morning. I studied fast and passed the test within a week. The license arrived before their deadline expired. I hired a contractor with commercial tower experience. We marked the ground and dug deep foundation pits. Concrete trucks arrived before sunrise 2 days later. The footings were oversized for stability and compliance. Everything followed exact federal structural standards. No shortcuts, no violations, no room for dispute. By nightfall, the steel sections arrived in parts. Cranes lifted each segment into place with precision. Bolts tightened, cables locked, structure aligned perfectly. By morning, the tower stood 40 feet above my house. Neighbors gathered quietly across the street. Phones came out, but nobody said a word. They understood something had shifted. The HOA president showed up before noon. He brought a lawyer and a printed violation notice. He started shouting before reaching my driveway. I handed him a folder without saying anything. Inside was my license and the federal preemption statute. His lawyer read it first, then stopped speaking. The authority he relied on didn't exist anymore. The president's voice dropped as he flipped pages. He looked up once, then back down again. There was nothing left for him to argue. They left without issuing a single fine. That evening, I powered on the transmitter. I tuned it carefully within legal limits. The signal carried clean across the neighborhood. I broadcasted low static during allowed hours. Not loud, just constant enough to be noticed. Nobody could stop it, and everyone knew why. The tower cast a long shadow over the golf course. It stretched across their favorite fairway every afternoon. Players started avoiding that section entirely. Control had moved, and it stayed there. If rules only apply until someone reads them properly, who actually holds control? Subscribe if you want more stories like this.